Morning YouTube, welcome to episode 34. Just having our coffee break, a day and a half out of Katherine. So yesterday, we didn't do any filming yesterday. We rode straight out of Katherine. The scenery wasn't too specky, but we did have a big tailwind behind us. So we absolutely smashed it out. We started at about 8 in the morning, slower start, and then realised that the cafe 100 k's on closed at 2. And we really wanted to make it to the cafe because they had some good mango smoothies. So we finally had the wind behind our back for the first time in about a month, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was hilly, but we just smashed it. I think we averaged 24 k's an hour through some significant hills, which we were really stoked about.
The fastest we've been in a long time.
Yeah. Made it for the mango smoothies, which were delicious. And then settled down in a gravel pit for the night, watched a nice sunset. So this morning, back on the road, the wind hasn't picked up yet, but we should have a tailwind again. Yeah. We're heading out to a place called Robin Falls on our way towards Darwin. Looks like an amazing spot, and for the first time in probably 2 or 3 months there's actually an alternate route which we can go, so off the main road, away from the road trains, which is going to be really refreshing.
It's going to be so good.
The landscape's changed a lot because now we're heading north again. So we've moved from, before Katherine it was open grassy fields, whereas now we're sort of heading towards like quite steep hills, but it's quite dense forest and really green and lush. Some interesting palms, some Livistonia palms and some other short squat ones, and it's quite cool in the mornings. So yeah, looking forward to the next 4 days, riding up through the falls and then into Litchfield National Park on the way through to Darwin, and then see where we go from there. Enjoy. This back road has just been incredible. Not having constant traffic flow both ways is just allowing us to relax a lot. It's been a long time since we've had an alternate route to go on. Yeah. It's just so refreshing. We're just rolling around having fun. It's nice and shady in here. It's a bit cooler and it's way hillier, but it's so much fun. We're not even noticing the distance, are we?
No, it's so nice.
Robin Falls were spectacular, weren't they?
Yeah.
That was so worth the hard ride. The hills got to us in the end. That was a pretty tough ride in the last 20 k's or so. Hills got steep, but it's good training for getting up into the mountains in the east part of Australia. So we're going to make our way back to camp and then have a big pasta dinner, carb up, because tomorrow we're making our way into Litchfield, which has got an amazing reputation. So we're stop a bit. We're stoked about that. So we'll pass through a couple of towns and make our way in there, and then it's more of this, more lush greenery, more rock pools, more waterfalls. So yeah, we're amped at the moment. So we're just on the border of Litchfield National Park this morning. It's a town called Bachelor. We've had an interesting start to the morning with 2 flat tyres. We've checked it out. They were very, very small leaks, and they seem to be a manufacturing problem with the tube, so a bit frustrating.
Yeah.
But we're back on the bikes again. We've got the tube sorted and we're about to head into Litchfield, so we're really excited. It's starting to look a bit tropical.
Yeah.
Palm trees are out, birds are squawking.
And the bats.
And the bats.
Bats are going nuts.
Yeah, heaps of bats. So yeah, that's the plan for the day. We'll ride in, we've got about 45 k's to go with lots of climbing, and then into the thick of it. So we've had a big change of plans, an unexpected, unplanned change of plans. We were rolling out to Litchfield and Lib's back tyre started getting flats again. We had the original flat 2 days ago coming out of Katherine with the big screw.
Yeah.
We put another tube in there and then that started going flat slowly. We found the hole, we put another one in, that started getting a flat again on our way out to Litchfield. So we used 3 of our spare tubes and they all started opening at the same point. So it was turns out it was a manufacturing default in the tube itself, all opening at the same point, just a weakness in the tube. So all of our spares were crap.
Yeah, and the glue that we had was not ideal either. It wasn't really sticking the patches properly.
Whether it was old glue or it was just not quite suited. So we just had to stop. We couldn't get into Litchfield. We had to hitchhike a ride back to a caravan park and lick our wounds, and it was just so frustrating and so embarrassing that after all this time it was a flat tyre that stopped us in our tracks.
Yeah.
Nothing we could have done. Demoralising.
Yeah, that's the word.
It was super demoralising.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had to adjust to that.
Yeah, but we were lucky enough to be picked up by Jerry and Robin, and they've looked after us really well.
Yeah.
They're going to take us out to Florence Falls and Bewley Rockhole today, which is the 2 that we were planning to see anyway, so that will be just amazing to go out and see them.
And very fortunate too that
Yeah.
this happened in a place where there were cars driving around. It wasn't super remote, and we could get a lift back to a caravan park and all was well. So yeah, it's a tough one to swallow, but you know, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to go check out Litchfield in the end, but we're now here for a few more days and a little bit delayed getting into Darwin. We're going to have to get a lift into Darwin to a bike shop to get ourselves some spare tubes and get the bike up and running. So that's the plan.
That's fine. We'll just start fresh from there.
Yeah, we'll reset and then head out there. So yeah, we're about to head out to Litchfield. We've heard amazing things, so yeah, let's see how that goes. So it's a couple of days later. We finally made it to Darwin. Litchfield was really beautiful. It was stunning. Very busy, which we weren't used to, and it was a strange feeling because we got there in a car and we just sort of plonked in there and didn't feel like we'd earned the amazing views and things. But we got over that pretty quick. We had a nice swim in Bewley Rock Pool and Florence Falls. The day after that was yesterday. We just hung around camp. We got some organising done, started to do some planning for the next stages of our trip now that we're heading up to Darwin. And yeah, this morning we drove through Litchfield and up into Darwin. So we've just landed at Jack and Millie's place in Darwin. Thanks very much to them for putting us up. They're another host on Warm Showers. Got a lovely pool behind me and a beautiful property. And that's it for today's episode. We're leaving our next steps a bit of a secret. We've got them all planned, it's all organised, but you're going to have to wait until next episode to find that out.